Hey guys, Adam Roach here, team leader of the Keller Williams office in Charleston, South Carolina. And I want to share with you today the opportunity of why you should build a team. You see, my coach says this all the time. Building a team should be fun. And why should you build a team? Well, it's the systematic process of increasing your dollar productivity per hour until there's all dollars and no hours that you work. I want you to write that down because at the end of the time, when I finish this, you're going to understand that it's all about all dollars and no hours. So let's dive into this. Do you understand how to calculate your dollar per hour? So let's say that your average commission is roughly $8,000. Now the national average, they say, is, well, it takes you about 50 hours to close one deal. From lead received all the way into the middle to lead closed is roughly 50 hours. So if this is you, well then you know that your time value of money is $160 per hour. Not bad, not bad at all. Now what does it look like if you start to leverage yourself? Well, there's a book out there called the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, and it breaks it down as money looks like this. It's a big bullseye, right? And inside of the middle of that bullseye is your money. So as you start to hire and leverage yourself, your first hire should be what's called an executive assistant. That individual is going to take away your 80% that isn't necessarily revenue generating, right? This is going to be the administrative side of all the deals. So let's look at this. What's a good executive assistant going to cost you? Probably roughly about $15 per hour, okay? Now we said that the average deal is going to take you about 50 hours. Well, let's break that 50 hours down into segments of 10 hours. Okay, so we have 10 hours here, 10 hours here, 10 hours, 10 hours, and finally the last 10 hours. Your executive assistant, if you follow the 80-20 principle, is roughly going to take away 20 hours of work away from you, which is going to be, let's see how much that costs you. So we have 20 hours of work at $15 per hour. So theoretically, that's going to cost you $300 for that one deal. Now, let's go back to your time value of money. So if you have an $8,000 transaction and it costs you $300 for that one transaction, we know that you have left $7,700. However, you already lost or gave away 20 hours. So that took you 30 hours to do that. So what does that come out to? So if we take $7,700 divided by 30 hours, we get $256.66 per hour. So you can see your dollar productivity per hour is increasing as you start to leverage yourself. Now again, per the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, the next hire is what's called a transaction coordinator. A transaction coordinator is going to cost you roughly $300 per transaction. Okay, so let's go have some more fun. So we know that this costs you $300 for your EA, and this individual is also going to take roughly about 20 hours of work away from you. So if we have an $8,000 transaction, minus $300 for the EA, minus $300 for the transaction coordinator, we know that your total is roughly going to be $7,400, right? So how many hours does that take you to work? 10 hours. So you have 10 hours left that you actually had to put in the transaction, so your dollar productivity per hour went up to $740 for a $600 investment. You see how this is starting to work? All dollars and no hours. Now, how do we get rid of this last 10 hours? Well, again, per the Millionaire Real Estate Agent, your next hire is going to be inside that dollar figure, and that's going to be your buyer's agent. Okay? Now, your buyer's agent, that individual is going to work with the buyers, which is going to take away your last 10 hours. So let's take this. So let's take your $8,000 for your commission, and you have a 50-50 split with that buyer's agent on your team. So $4,000 of that is going to come to you, and $4,000 of that is going to go to your buyer's agent. Now, if you're with Keller Williams Realty, it's a 70-30 split until you cap. So if this agent on your team has a 70-30 split, that individual is roughly going to make, let's just do the math to make sure that I know how to do the math, times 0.7 is $2,800. And how many hours now did it take that individual to do that? It took 10 hours. 10 hours to do that at $280 per hour. What's your aha there? Look at this. The single agent actually makes less than a buyer's agent on a team per this model. And remember, what was our definition? It's, well, systematic process to increase your dollar productivity per hour so that there are all dollars and no hours. How many hours did it take you to do that one deal when you have a transaction coordinator, executive assistant, and a buyer's agent? 0. How much did you make? $4,000 for doing only the hiring aspect. So, I would like to share this with you, and if you would like a copy of the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, I want you to go ahead and click on the link down below. The first 5 people that reply to this video, I'll send you a book personally, and you're going to earmark page 202 to make sure that you follow the organizational model on how to build a team. That's all I have for you. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful day. And again, my name is Adam Roach. I'm the team leader with Keller Williams Realty in Mount Pleasant, Charleston. Take care. See you. Bye.